Today, we're going to talk turkey. Cooking a turkey using as seen on TV items. So I have my hot hands. I did a review on these not too long ago. I have the Of glove. I also did a review on the Of glove. And also we're going to be using our forged in fire knives, both this knife and the paring knife. But that's not it. I'm also going to put to the test another YouTube video that someone else put out that says you, or me, could cook a perfect turkey. I'm going to use exactly what they said to see if I could cook a perfect turkey. And I'm going to link the original video down in the description just so you can see it. But I'm going to try to cook it today and see if it's really juicy and crispy just like they show. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. And my channel is dedicated to reviewing mostly as seen on TV items. I do some consumer gadgets, other household items. Once in a while, I do a little bit of a DIY just because I think it's a lot of fun. If that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click that bell so you're notified every single time I release a video just like this one. Now, let's see if I really can cook a perfect turkey. For this video, you're going to need to do a little bit of prep, or at least I did. I have a 24-pound turkey. I bought some butter, I have some salt and pepper, I have some sage, I have some rosemary, celery, onions, and even some carrots. So, preparation, I used my forged in fire knife to chop up some celery, chop up an onion, chop up some carrots. I got some salt and pepper, I'm going to put it on top of the turkey, and my sage and rosemary is going to be used as an internal flavor, plus I'm going to use that for some butter as I brush on some of the butter. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's get started by tackling this turkey. Here I have 3 chopped carrots, 4 chopped celery stalks, and 1 chopped onion in my roasting pan. This turkey's been thawing in the refrigerator for about 3 days, and it's pretty well thawed. There's a little bit of ice on there. This is turkey neck. We don't need that. Also, I don't use the tail part, so I'm just going to cut that off. But that sometimes is cut off already, sometimes not. I'm using my forged in fire paring knife. There's nothing in the cavity here, but there is the gizzards and stuff in the back that you got to take out. Make sure that you don't cook the bird with this in there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some paper towels and just really pat this thing dry. Once it's dry enough, I'm going to put it onto the bed of celery and onions that I had showed before. We're going to get this dry inside and out, just pat it dry, and then we're going to apply the salt and pepper mix. They recommend that you take your turkey wings, so they don't want you to have burnt wing tips here, right? And just bend it under. So just bend and fold so then it sits on there. So what we're going to do is we'll have it set up like that. I'm going to get some other things prepped. We're going to get some salt and pepper inside the cavity, and then we're going to continue the cooking process. Here I have a few tablespoons of butter cooking on low heat. I'm going to add some rosemary and sage. Just to make a little bit of a flavored butter. You cook this for about a minute, and then you baste it on the top of the bird. These herbs here will go inside the turkey, but I'll finish cooking this up, and then I'll show you how we baste the bird, or how we brush the butter on the bird. Alright, so here we put our herbs that we're just cooking in butter. I've already put salt and pepper into the cavity, and all it was just sprinkling some salt and pepper in there. So I have this butter that I'm just going to paint the outside of the turkey really, really well. I'm going to get it everywhere, okay? This really gets your, what I've told is it gets the skin really crispy. So we're just going to continue painting all this over the entire bird. I'm going to keep doing that off camera, but I want to show you real quick the drumstick, or tying up the legs real here. So just real quick, get some butcher string, a nice tie there, a nice tie here, bring the legs together, and what I do is I just wrap it around a lot. and then tie it off at the end just so it's all together. And that's pretty much how I do it. And I'll tie this off, but I just wanted to show that. I'm going to continue buttering this, getting everywhere around, and then salt and pepper the entire thing, and then it'll be ready for cooking. Currently my oven's at 325. It's heating. This is a 23.5 pound bird, so it'll cook for about 6 hours, but I'll be testing it with a thermometer throughout the cook time. So I've covered this in butter. Now I'm just going to sprinkle some salt and pepper mix over the whole thing, just making sure it gets all over. Once the oven is heated, I'll put this in the oven. We'll see you again in a few hours. Have fun cooking. So do you have a favorite turkey recipe? I would love to know down in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys have, I don't know, something you guys have done over the years. Let me know your recipe if you have a favorite, or do you do something else altogether? Let me know down in the comment section below. Let's take a look. 3 hours in. It's looking like it's cooking nicely. We'll be back in a few hours and see what it looks like. Periodically throughout this cook, I have to take out some of the juices. So I'm using my as seen on TV hot hands to make sure I protect my hands and put it right into here. I like to take the juices out because later we get to use them for gravy. Time to take out this bird. Ooh, yeah. Perfectly cooked. The piece de resistance. Will it crunch? Let's see. Ooh. Oh, I like it. Pretty impressive. Oh, it fell down a little bit, but it was really crunchy and it's really juicy. I love it. Did you see what we did today? We took a cold, uncooked bird, used a recipe that was provided to us by YouTube, and we really did make a perfect turkey. Now, there was some preparation we did and some things along the way that we did, but in the end, that 24-pound bird or 23.5-pound bird was delicious. Pretty impressive. I hope you stuck around and saw the step-by-step, but I really have validated that this actually does work. And along the way, I used some as seen on TV products, so that was twice as cool. I used the Forge and Fire knife, I used my oven glove, I used my hot hands, and in the end, we had a great turkey. This was Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for sticking around for my entire review of the perfect turkey, or the perfect cooked turkey. During this review, I used several as seen on TV items. One I want to point out is the Forged in Fire knife. This is the 8-inch chef knife, but I also used the paring knife. I'm going to link the video for my review up here, but make sure you're logged into YouTube and using the app so you can see this link right here. And I would love it if you would click on this link and review that video that I did of the Forged in Fire knife. I'll see you over here. Click on it. It's safe, I promise.